good, we never thought that things, you never do, we never thought it would happen the way and rolling around and being his usual crazy self. And I came up here to talk, and he was somewhere in here with me. I don't remember if Marshall talked or not, but this year is a real different story. That was 1 year ago, you guys. And little did I know that within 3 months, he wouldn't be here with me anymore at all. In May, when he passed away, and we came here, and I guess it would have been February or March. We were given this awesome news that we thought and hoped, prayed would last forever, that he was cancer-free. We had to ring the little bell and leave the hospital. And we did amazing things, like he started coming to Leon, and I came back to Leon, and we went on a Make-A-Wish trip to New York City, of all places. We went to the beach, we did all kinds of stuff. But then, as often happens, sadly, cancer came back, reared its ugly head. In the spring of 2016, it metastasized. And osteosarcoma, when it metastasizes, it spreads to the lungs. And the leg sounds bad enough, but lung sounds a lot worse, doesn't it? And so then we went the last 2 years, 2016 up to 2018, numerous surgeries to remove tumors in his lungs, clinical trials. Let me start by saying how proud of you guys I am, and I really mean that. I've been in a different, how many of you were here last year? I was here last year with a crazy kid in a wheelchair who was popping balloons and shooting crack just a little bit. He didn't complain. He complained about a lot of things, but he never complained about cancer and how he felt. He just kept doing and moving forward. And at one point, probably after this Year Ago Dance Marathon, we were at Chance, and we were told that there weren't really a lot of options left at all. The only options left were things regarding quality of life and how to make the most of your time with your friends and family. And Marshall started to cry, really cry. And he talked to our doctors. 2 of them, our favorite doctors, were there in the room. And you guys, I've never seen anything like this. Doctors and patients sitting on the bed, and they were all crying. And Marshall said, "What's the point of my life? What was my purpose, Mom?" Dr. Legnick, did my life even matter? And it caught those doctors so off guard and touched us all in that room so much that once we left and came home, they created an entire scrapbook. We have letters signed by doctors, nurses, people who pushed wheelchairs, teachers at this school, people at the church who wrote letters to remind Marshall his life did matter. It definitely mattered. And I believe he knew that before he left this earth. And I definitely know it. And I'm learning it every day, over and over, nights like this, right here, I promise you. But if there was ever a child who had a reason to ask that question, it was Marshall. And I don't want to talk too long up here, but some of you know the story and some of you don't. But this child had a reason to question, does my life matter? What is my purpose? Marshall was my adopted child. And I'll tell you, of the 17 years he was here on this earth, almost half of those 17 years he spent in foster care, in and out of homes, foster homes, failed adoptions, group homes, places like Boys Town. His life was one big obstacle and lots of uncertainty. He'd been abandoned when he was a toddler and immediately was swept up into the foster care system. But it would be 2011 when I met Marshall, and I got to know him, and I knew I wanted to adopt as a single mom, a single woman. That choice, and I looked forward to it, and I embraced it. We had a tough 2 years, got to know each other, and I finally said, it's time. And in 2013, we adopted each other. That's how he always liked me to say. We chose each other, we adopted each other here in Leon County. September 2013, we became family, forever family. And I was still at Leon at the time, and then within 1 year, amazing how fast things change, within 1 year, spring 2014, Marshall fell off a bike, and we discovered a lump on his right leg. We were immediately sent to Shands, and it was determined by x-rays and scans that it was something called osteosarcoma, which is a bone cancer. And it's a nasty one, all of them are. There have been 3 young men, all Marshall's age, in this community who have lost their battle to osteosarcoma in the last 2 years. Some of you remember the story of Cam Brown. He was not sure what was going to happen. Marshall kept doing things, he kept living. He made friends with a lot of you that are in here. He was invited to prom by a great little group, some of which are here. He played tennis. He would show up if you called it playing tennis. I think he was definitely a tennis coach after he hit the ball. He had a good time. He felt great. This kid with, at that time, amputated because he wanted to run on the beach and chase crabs with his cousins. And he thought he could get some cool leg, and that would be easier than the other options. So he did. We had his right leg above the knee amputation. And we learned to live in a wheelchair and eventually got a prosthetic leg. And then we had more chemo. And it's hard being the one up here telling us some story about your child who's not here with you. But I think it's that much more important in a different way. So 2018, I'm sorry I'm all over the place, you guys, but we continued to stay involved. We did a dance marathon here at FSU, and then we started to notice that his health, it just wasn't, he was tired easier, and I could just tell things were changing. But then we're back to those 3 months I told you about. And he's still hitting tennis balls and going to the prom and creating and artistically building and doing all sorts of things. And sadly in May, Marshall passed away. I don't like to say he lost his battle because he was not a loser. He won. Somewhere along the way, he won. He won because you're here and you're going to make a difference, right? And all those kids at FSU. So I'm not going to say he lost his battle. I don't like saying that. That's me. But what I want to tell you guys is very much. No, I'm going to start crying. But this was his school. He told people how proud he was to be a Leon Light. You know, last year he came to first period in Mr. Guyton's class. That was about the only class he had the energy to come to. Some of you are nodding. And then he played tennis at the end of the day, sometimes with Coach Record. This was his school. You were his friends. Even some of you who never met, he talked about you like, oh, that's my Leon friends. I play tennis. I go to school. And that's important. So I want to leave you with this sort of takeaway, and then Cole has put together a real short little video. I made her show it afterwards, as I'm afraid I will really not get here before. But I wanted to leave you with this, some thoughts. Okay, Marshall would tell you a couple of things. He'd tell you a lot of things, but he would tell you to do things like drink more chocolate milk. I don't know, he had all kind of crazy little Marshallisms, but these are going to be mine tonight. Be kind, okay? Be kind, look for people out of the box, notice people, all kinds of people, pay attention to people, okay? Be kind. My son talked to people on the elevator. He talked to the people that cleaned our room at Shands. People that a lot of us pass by and don't pay attention to. Be kind. notice people, fight hard for the kids like the ones you met earlier today that are still struggling. They are awesome, and you can make a difference. You really can. In the 4% funding for childhood cancer, if you make a loud enough noise, you can make a difference to fight hard for those kids. And lastly, let people know they matter. Okay? Let people know, whether it's your friends around you, your family at home, people, somebody you know that might need it. Let people know that they matter. Remind yourself that you matter. And I mean that. I don't even know most of you. It saddens me. I've worked here so long, but I call you friends, and you matter. Never doubt that. Okay? Absolutely do. All right. I love you guys, and I am so proud of you and all that you're doing. And thank you for letting me have the opportunity to come tell you about my beautiful